Hello everyone, I'm ethanavideos, and today we're going to be doing a real quick unplanned video. I'm sorry if you hear any noise in the background. It's stinking hot where I'm at, and I got a ceiling fan going. Audio I can't really correct too much. I'll give it a go. Um, I I don't normally record on this. I'm on Windows, and I hate Windows, but so I don't have like Audacity. Oh, I do have Audacity. Never mind. I do have Audacity. I'm just too lazy to use it. So, Farming Simulator modding video. Um, I've been working on this gas station placeable. It's really pretty. Like, a lot of work gone into this sucker. Let me tell you. Um, yeah, it's real pretty. Like this was gonna be a red, but then I threw it in there, like darkened it down. I was gonna actually have like um, pipes running down and hoses, but then I just got lazy and started throwing shapes together on Inkscape, and this is what you get. It's real pretty. It was gonna go with well, someone else has a mod where you can take oil, refinery it into like diesel, and then I thought this would be a great idea. You could have your own little gas station, run your truck through here, go over these little things that are supposed to be like the holes that put fuel through into the tank, and you could put them down, fill them up, and then you could drive through here and pick up some gas. The only thing is, I did not want just old icons of Farm Sim 22 just floating around. So I've been trying to figure out how in the world do I get icons in Farm Sim 22, custom ones. I could not find high nor hair on the internet of how to do this. I went to good farming simulator server. I know they've always been able to help me with stuff. I haven't got nothing back. So last time I had that happen, it's because no one knew what in the world the answer to that. So I did some looking around with Farm Sim icons. Now I did make some icons, and from what I can see, it looked like they maybe like Yumi mapped it to a plane, and then imported it into the i3D. Let me open up theirs. And then I don't know, maybe they do it. I don't understand it. But I could not get mine to work. Like if you notice, it will follow you. It does this in the game too. I cannot get mine to do that. I got the plane to kind of look somewhat familiar. Shaders and all that lovely stuff. The glow shader, that is. They use immersive map. They don't do albedo because they're literally just loading this stuff. So that's what I assumed. They took in like Blender and they took a plane and they UV mapped this icon here, this icon there, and so on. And then they imported it all in here, which I already had this open, didn't I? Yeah, I did. But anyways, then they imported it in here. Instead of adding it to the albedo map where you normally add your textures, they added to the immersive map. I could not get this away. I did get them to come up in game, but it was just like a plane floating in the middle of the air. Now I figured out a trick. Because I am good at tricks. Trust me. Alright everyone, so let's get right into my way of figuring out, well, the easiest way I figured out how to get this over so you can add your own icons. I'm assuming this is going to work. I haven't run in game, but it seems like it's going to work. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to delete all this because this was before me in the testing. That was when I actually tried it, but this stuff I just deleted was before. So what you want to do is you want to go through here, hit Control C, copy it into your mod folder. Now you're going to want, I'm using paint.net because people claim that GIMP works with DDSs, but for some dumb reason, Giant Software's DDSs, GIMP can't open, and the DDS format that GIMP saves it as, Giant Software, at least my version, doesn't think it's the correct format or whatever. So we use paint.net that seems to be correct. So what you're going to do is we're just going to drag this over and click add layer. Now we're just going to move it so it lines up. And by the way, I made these in Inkscape. Now I'm going to go to edit, deselect. We're going to make the layer we just dropped invisible. And then we're going to go to this tool and we're going to erase what they have. Alright, and now that takes its place. Now, if you notice, theirs is more like a faded, kind of gives it a better look of a glow, while mine's more solid. Who cares? It's probably not going to look the best, but my mine don't look the best to begin with. Now we're going to take the editor one, add that one as a layer as well. And now, I think it's this tool. I don't know. I don't use paint.net that much. So we're going to drag it over to where it looks the best as can be. We're going to make this one invisible as well. We're going to go up and deselect it. We're going to select this. I'm not sure if it's like GIMP, but if you select it on a different layer, just because you view it does not mean that you're erasing. You're going to erase anything. So select the layer that's got it, which is the main layer, and just erase this. And I believe that we can go through and erase all these because I'm only going to have 2 layers there, so who cares, right? Let's enable this. And I guess I'll go and do that because we're only going to be having 2 layers here. Or 2 logos, so we'll just go through and erase all these because we don't need them. Make the size a little bit bigger because I am lazy and I don't want to take as much time to go over all this. Alright, beautiful. Now we're going to go Control S, select this, and go down the DDS. Now we're going to save. Yes. And when I went to bring it in the GE, DXT5 seemed to work, and I believe someone told me that that's what you want for 22. I believe DXT3 is for 19 or 17, something like that. But we're going to do that. Flatten. Now I have not tried it with without deleting all that images. I'm assuming it should work, and I haven't tried it with the 2. Just I imported 1, so we'll see how it rolls. So we're going to open up marker icons. Alright, so I don't know if it really makes much of a difference, but we'll do it anyways because it's good practice. Alright, so we're going to go in here. I think the second one I deleted was a wrench, right? Markers, let's look at this default one. Yes, it was a wrench. Okay. The wrench and the loader. So everything else we want to delete. Now we're going to go and get the unload, which was that trailer icon. We're going to click on the object. We're going to go down to this guy right here, hit the 3 dots. Hit the 3 dots. I have mine saved, but you want to go where your mod is, and then we're going to select that, what we just edited. So now we hit load, and boom, they all both change because for some dumb reason with GE, everything in there it syncs the textures. So it's easier just to make one texture map and UV map everything, and then export however you want, and then import it into the game for different mods, you know. So if you notice, it's working. We go around there. Now the reason why it looks weird is because we have both of them showing, which is how we want them. See? Now I'm going to rename mine because why not? Might break it. I don't know. We're going to call this one Pump. Pump. We're going to go to this guy and we're going to click on this and we're going to do load. Now we're going to save this, close it down, go into the XML. We're going to take all these except to the wrench and we're going to delete them. And we're going to delete that as well. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a different ID. It'll probably break it. Who knows? I don't know. So what we're going to do is we're going to give it GHM. And this one was load, I think. Load. And this one will be GHM pump. Hopefully it don't break nothing. And now, being that we're in the same category or same directory as the i3D, and we don't want to load the in-game one, the one that comes with the game, we'll just take that out and Fury it. Hopefully we'll load it. Hope so. We'll see. And then we'll just go and delete this one. It was the test I was doing. It didn't work. So we don't mess anything up, I will just go and copy that. So in Fury, if we just do that, I think it should work. GHM load, GHM pump. Okay. Well, we do this. We just say goodbye to having icons in here. And we'll just do this. Control C. Control V. Now this shouldn't need to be changed because it's in the same directory. However, we go to here, is it? Let's remove icons. Just to make sure. Okay. Be kind of cool if you could just add it in the icons. I'm sure there's something I'm missing, that's why. FS22 underscore gas station. Alrighty, let's try it again. I'm thinking I'm gonna add another gas station. Same thing, except I'm gonna add like a little convenience store by it. Containers. Click on this. Alright. I do not see any errors for It even says marker icons loaded. It doesn't say loaded, but oh yeah, my lovely work with when I was scaling something up in the model for this, also stretched this icon, so I'll have to fix that, figure it out. But hey, they're working. Let's go look at this one. This one's a better representation. I wonder if that right there is like, oh, I don't know. Maybe some stuff I didn't clean off of the old one, but hey, it works. It's better than it was for me. You guys didn't get to see that, but sweet. Got it working. Quick little end tip. If you take the marker icon.xml and you leave it in here, and then for your gas station or your mod one, you just, link directly to it. And then in your marker.icons, you do icons/marker icons.i3d. It will work and then in your icons you have your i3d, your shapes, and your DDS. It will work. As you can see, it's giving you the path, and so FS22 underscore gas station /icons/ marker icons.i3d. So it is working. It's just that one XML file has to be out there in the main for some stupid reason. Anyways.